had to rearrange the style of question that I had for tonight just to make sure that it was dissected properly. It's easy to go with the big guns off the bat. I like to do that sometimes, but I want to sort of gently work our way through the project. Let's go ahead and talk about some of the music that's featured on both projects. So let's go ahead and talk about AZ with a banger called Rather Unique to start things off, and we'll talk about what that's going to go over into next. Pete Rock on the beat.
Fucked up with a mayor named Giuliani. You can try to blind me, analyze but can't define me. My mind's divine, heavily entwined with Gandhi's far from feeble. I leave your nostrils hard to breathe through, cause my cerebrals are more of a high plane than the Hebrews. My mic devotion brings out my deepest emotions. Overdosing, wannabes posting, sending them through convulsions. Too hard to follow. You took a bite but couldn't swallow. Your mind's boggled, but I'm as deep as Donald Boyne's novels. My whole persona's kinda laid back like a recliner. And since I'm honor, I've been fucking with marijuana. Wavy here, my skin got a money getting clear. Strictly men is weird, macking off again is fear. So where it all begins is here. Destiny in me finally me, so how could I be weak? I'm rather unique.
Check it out.
Like I said, I want to start with cool gems, especially a banger. If you know the album, you know that song. P Rock on the beat.
Shout out to the homie Slink D.O. Double.
Slink D.O. Double? He in the chat room?
Nah, AZ, that's his song though. So
that's his joint though? The Rather Unique. Shout out to the D.O. Double Slink Dog. Listen, we had to put it up against another gem, as we always say around here, Steel, Sharp, and Steel. Let's talk. That was the first vibe off that Do or Die I wanted to give you, because I feel like that's the vibe of the album, so I had to find a track that gives the vibe of the album as well. Let's go ahead and talk about Mike Geronimo's The Natural.
Ooh.
Mark Spark on the beat.
Y'all know how I go by now.
You know how it goes.
Yeah, but if you don't anyway, I'ma just explain a little something right here. You know what I mean? This track right here is called The Natural. It's The Natural. You know what I mean? Word up, word up. I'ma just get into my thing. So you know how it goes. You know what I mean? Word up. Just do what I do naturally, cause it naturally comes to me. Right. Big up to all my people. You know what I'm saying? Just gonna rap a little something. You know what I'm saying? I'ma rap a little something. You know what I mean? I'ma do it like this. How it go? Check it out. Luxuriously enterprising, vocals for analyzing. I move defiant speech, more deeper than precise. The highest esteem, like hundreds of cream. Flick a shot, more like spot, making laser beam. It's the greatest vocabulary in error. My styles vary like rappers, niggas rocking the Sarah. Living forever, 40 keys, couldn't measure to the treasure from these pedigrees. I flow larger than seas, stories on P. Getting sex in the telly from bitches who's in the runners. I'm with Halle Berry. I fought from ordinary. But picture K like the arm of satchel. Beware from the strength of the natural. Yeah, word up. It's the natural. It's the natural. Word up. Word up, man. It's that real shit here, kid. Check it out.
Woo-wee!
This is a tough one right here, man.
This is a tough one. Tough one. Shout out to DJ Phantom in the chat. Big up to you.
Phantom in the building. Shout out to you, sir. Listen, we gotta talk vibes. Like I said, usually we like to let that off by picking the first songs of each project, kind of setting up, but this time it couldn't work out that way. But I felt both songs pretty much represent both sounds of each album. I had to, and believe me, there's a lot more gems coming down the line. That's only round number one. Let's go ahead and dissect. We're talking Rather Unique versus The Natural. Who do you got? Who's stepping up first?
Both brothers are nice, and they ride the beat, dope, but I'm choosing. Nah, I don't say that shit.
Oh, Triple T, look, secure your masculinity. I like that. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I'm choosing The Natural. Choosing The Natural.
The Natural. Oh,
right.
Triple C already switching sides. You scab. Look at this. Triple C originally
they both smooth. They both smooth.
They both are smooth. Again, we talking Mark Spark. Like I said, if you don't know, look him up. Definitely do your homework. That's just one example, and he's got more on this album as well. But the Natural, obviously, holding a candle a little bit brighter to this battle for Triple C. Does anybody else feel the same way, or
yes, sir? I got the Natural. I got the Natural.
Oh,
yeah.
What's that about, man? What's that about?
It's because this is the first track of Mike Geronimo's album, right? It's the first track, the title track.
Yes, it is.
It's the perfect set off to what you expect an album to be like, sound, beat wise, flow wise, vibe wise, everything.
That's crazy.
It's a home run.
I agree with that.
It's crazy that, and I agree with everything Ike just said. It's crazy that the album actually released that song as its third single, not the first. So you would think maybe that would have been like closer to the beginning. Instead, it was sort of in the body of once the record already existed. But I agree. As far as listening to the album for the first time, that thing is a beast. Like I said, we got 2 votes in for the Natural. Anybody want to stand up for Rather Unique?
I am going to go with the Natural. I like that song better. Just to cut it short, I like that song better. That beat is dope to me. And Mike Geronimo, very underrated, man. I hope we get to talk about that, as we get into this. I'm sure we will. Mike Geronimo is underrated, man. I was telling somebody today, I feel like if he had gotten better push, he would have been equal to AZ's in terms of like how people feel about him, because he can rhyme, man, and he has some dope beats.
Yeah, no, that dude right there. Listen, do your homework if you don't know. And again, if you're watching right now, you obviously know who he is. So you know what DJ Hobo was talking about. But Hobo, obviously, once again, making this pretty natural selection right here. Cool Breeze, first round. We're going to let you finish off the round. He was, as gentlemanly as I can be for 2023. Let's be clear. Your vote does not matter. Well, actually, we have another contestant joining the room right now. So your vote may not be the last vote, but let's go ahead and stick to the guns for right now. Who do you got, sir?
I'm gonna go with.
Wait, hold on. You gotta take your time. So come on.
No. Do your thing. Go ahead. Do your thing. So speak your truth. Speak your truth.
Give us a synopsis, if you will.
I'm gonna go with AZ on this one, even though Mike Geronimo joint was fire, but I'm gonna say AZ because Rather Unique, that song was a big song for AZ when it dropped, man. It was a big song. They play, and I really like that song. Not saying I don't like the Mike Geronimo song, but slight edge to the AZ song.
It's not considered a single per se, but it was definitely a B-side to the Sugar Hill single, which was the official.
But they were
so it definitely got noise. It made noise.
I mean, it's definitely one of his most popular songs. I mean,
it definitely had a lot of radio.
Super popular, man.
Agreed. Yeah. I tend to think that particular single when it came out, Sugar Hill, for example, was following the bad boy motto of we got the A side with the radio record and we got the B side with the street joint, which is basically Pete Rock with Rather Unique. So I can definitely understand where Breeze is coming from, because that track needed to get a vote out of somebody in this room. So I appreciate shout out to you, sir, because Pete Rock ain't no slouch, just be clear.
Thank you.
So while Breeze was going to be the last vote in the room, we officially have one more contestant in the room real quick. We can go ahead and introduce the Good Reverend Doctor, straight out of North Carolina. Good Rev, what's going on, sir?
Yo, what's good, man?
Good Rev.
Good Rev.
Back, sir. I believe this is your first battle of the year from now.
Yeah, man. Technical difficulties. I just got in the crib.
Listen, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. You got here just in time. We're just wrapping up round number 1.
You don't even gotta ask, yo. I'm rather.
Well, actually, I have 2 questions. First, like I said, off the bat, we're talking projects off the bat, debut projects, AZ, Mike Geronimo. In general, which team are you standing on? Just to start off before you go to round number 1.
Oh well, I hate to hate on Queens, but AZ.
Oh, snap. Look at this. The Reverend, not scared. Look, I see what you're doing. I see.
Yeah, I mean,
we gonna remember this. We gonna remember this. Queens never forgets. But good rep. Now that you've selected the team that you decide to represent to a certain degree, we asked the first question tonight. Put up Rather Unique, produced by Pete Rock off that DOE or Die, versus The Natural, produced by Mark Spark off that The Natural. Who do you got?
Album-wise?
Single. We're talking Rather Unique versus The Natural single.
Oh, Rather Unique.
Oh, snaps. Look at this. The Rev and Cool Breeze not letting the ship go down sinking with us representation. But while we wrap up round number 1, after the Good Reverend Doctor just finally joined us, we are going to go ahead and wrap this up and give this round to The Natural, Mike Geronimo, Mike Geronimo up on the board officially. This is interesting. The natural being the first one up on the board. Again, the question was rather unique versus the natural. Most of the room sided, not all of it, but good to know that rather unique had some representation as well. Again, we do this every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live on Twitch. And don't forget to check us out on YouTube and all your podcast areas such as iHeartMedia, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Good Reverend, what's up, sir?
Oh no, I was just gonna say the natural is fire though.
Oh, it's so good. You drew one right when we were talking about it.
It's so dope. That beat is amazing.
Talk about Mark Spark for a second. Like, what's the secret with him? Like, have we heard other things that we're not familiar with? Like, what's his story?
I know 2 people named Mark Sparks, so I'm trying to figure that out first.
Yeah, I knew a guy that worked for MCA named Mark Sparks, and he was from North Carolina
DJ
too.
from Detroit named Mark the Spark.
See what I'm saying?
I don't know if it's the same person, but yo, I don't know. That was, I guess we owe that to Irv Gotti, right?
Irv Gotti was definitely in charge of putting this album together. He was
the executive producer of the album, no?
He discovered Mike Geronimo.
And he had some tracks produced some tracks on it too.
Yeah.
He does. We're gonna actually dissect all of that tonight. Thank you for reminding us about all the stuff that's coming down the pipeline.